It's Mark with Mark's Minerals. How are you today? Today I'm going over a couple different grades of fire agate. I'm going to explain the difference between commercial, mid-grade, choice, and high grade, which are the four that you're going to see out there when you're shopping. Most people won't label them, but being able to identify what type you're looking at will make you better able to understand if it's fair, the price that it's being marketed for, understand if that's fair or not. So I've broken it down, and today I'm doing it with Slaughter Mountain fire agate. So Slaughter Mountain is from the San Carlos Apache Nation in Arizona, and can only be mined by the San Carlos, or members of the San Carlos Apache, and the mine owners. So that limited production ensures that it's being dug sustainably, carefully. They're not blasting it out of the ground, so it's not generally crazed like some of the Aguas Calientes or Deer Creek that you find sometimes. It's come down under harsh conditions. It beats it up, bangs it around, so that by the time you see it, it's pretty well weathered, and sometimes you're cutting a giant gemstone, you come down, and all of a sudden it's just cracked right down the middle, or there's a fracture right down the middle. Anyhow, I guess the next thing we're going to do is go over what I consider to be commercial, mid, choice, and high grade. Alright, here I have it broken up so that you can get a really quick visual. Then we'll do a little more close-up. Here we have commercial grade fire agate. You'll find mostly chalcedony or some mud, rhyolite, and every once in a while you'll find a little brown, but mostly it's trapped in mud or as a mud base. It's a lot of work, and you're probably not going to find any color. Every once in a while you will, if you get lucky, but not necessarily no color in the commercial. Mid-grade. Mid-grade, you'll see a lot more chalcedony, these giant cloud-like blooms, thinner layers of fire. There's definitely potential there. You can tell there's potential. Some nice dark agate, or some very thin layers with not a whole lot showing. So it's got potential, but there's no evident, you don't see a flash of green or purple or bright red. This stands as is. So this would be mid-grade. And this is generally what you're going to find in the market, is mid-grade with a little commercial tossed in there. Now if you're fortunate enough, you'll start to run into the choice grade, and in the choice there's a lot less chalcedony, nice thick evident layers of fire, a little illusion or hint of color. You don't necessarily see any green or purple or yellow, but you'll see some lighter, paler reds. Oh, well, there's a flash of green right there, so that belongs in mid-grade. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that is choice, because it's just a ghost color. Sorry. But it's right on the surface in that common opal layer. So in the common opal layer, sometimes you'll see color. It's not evidence of necessarily being high grade. So if you see a little flash of color, it's choice. Now, high grade is going to be obvious. Well, let's look at this a lot more close up. Hang on a sec. Alright, so here we have high grade. The reason I haven't been carving on camera very often is because it's high grade. I'm saving up for a nicer camera and hoping to get someone to help me do some editing so I could actually piece together a beginning to end carving video and still do the detailed work. High grade is something you just don't even find anymore. You're expecting to pay $300, $500, $1,000 a pound. I've heard $10 a gram. So that's, that just goes to show what it's possible to receive. Here you are, you're going to find extreme color flash, bright colors, bright red, more of this common opal leading to the bright colors. Notice there's very little overburden, almost no chalcedony on this. There's some bright green to orange, multiple color layers. There, that's gorgeous. There's some green, orange, red. What's this? Oh yeah, this is just, it's beautiful material. You almost never see it. If you do, be expecting to pay about $500 a pound. It's just almost never found, especially Slaughter Mountain high grade. That does command a premium. Oh, gorgeous material. Sorry, I never get over it, and you'll start to see these greens pop up. It's just beautiful. So I was working on one, or I've been working on one, and here's what it's starting to yield. You'll start to see some of the greens and purples, those pretty yellows. I haven't even gone in. I barely broke through to the first surface on this one. There was a small nick, so I decided I'm going to take this outside lobe off down to the next layer, but the next layer already checked, it's purple, so I'm not worried about that. Outstanding piece. As a windowed piece of rough, this stone, I would value it easily at $1,000. Just to give you an idea of what high grade rough looks like, because this is windowed. I haven't broken into the colors. There's still multiple layers. It's a big enough stone, and you'll start to see, let's see if we can get this to show up. See the schiller, the color, and that's just the side of the stone. There's layer upon layer upon layer of greens, purples, pinfire. So you have the potential of making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stones, slicing it and getting, this might make 5 or 10 stones, and they're all just premium grade. Any one stone can pay for the finished product. So that's a quick lesson in fire agate, and an apology for why I haven't been carving on camera lately. I do intend to get back to it as soon as I've got a camera set up and a little help with some editing. And I hope to be doing this for you, because this is what I prefer to be carving, but I just can't risk taking that much time and not wearing a mask. I don't want to lose my health. Thank you very much for watching Mark's Minerals. Please click like and subscribe so you can see more. I promise to keep them coming. If you're interested in some of my carvings, hit me up at mark.ruiz.fireagate@gmail.com. If you're looking for rough, like I said, be expecting to pay a lot, because I'm only keeping the best around for myself to carve, and it's very rare that I let it go. Thank you very much. I hope you have a beautiful night. Take care.